Hello everybody, once again, my name is Robert Barry and I'm coming to you all the way from the lovely islands of the Bahamas. Okay, and today guys, I really want to hone in on the subjects that I've been going into for the last couple of videos, and today is no exception. I want to break down the tactical triangle, okay, and also how can it affect your business in a negative in a negative or a positive way, okay. And we would have already said, or I would have already shown you in a past video, the breakdown of the tactical triangle, okay. And so we all know that 20% of our efforts will account for 80% of our results. And I will just repeat that quickly for you again. 20% of your efforts will account for 20%. Will account for 80% of your results. Okay. And having said that, in reference to the tactical triangle, I am going to show you the one missing, or break down by extension the one missing part of the tactical triangle that most marketers out there today seem to miss, and it is the most important aspect of your business, because knowing the economics before you go into buying your traffic, which most marketers out there do, they see their business getting further by purchasing traffic, which that they are correct to a certain extent. But here's the thing: you should know, or it is suggested, or it is proven that you need to know your economics before you go ahead and buy your traffic. What I mean by economics is you need to know that if you you have to know your customer value, okay? And if you know your customer value, you can then determine what are you prepared to go out there and advertise and put your offer in the front of that prospect to get them into your company and through your front door. And based on what they spend, you know that you have an advertising budget based on what they paid for to come into your company, all in reference to what you would have spent to put that offer in the front of them. And so I want to go more in detail now in reference to the technical triangle, guys, okay. And I would have just said to you that 20% of your efforts will account for 80% of your results. And if you see me look down, it's because I prepared a whole bunch of notes here that I wish to share with you guys, and I do not want to leave anything out, okay. And so in that 20%, anything that leads to sales from customers is a part of that 20%, okay. So anything leading up to that customer making that sale that you would do is a part of that 20%. Everything else that has to do with converting that customer into a repeated customer, it all comes down to web creation, search engine optimization, social media, YouTube, and that sort of stuff, etc. Okay. And so these things will make up the other part of you turning that customer into a repeated customer. Hence, you having favorable economics in your business, okay. And having favorable economics in your business is having the end in mind, you know, having a clear understanding of what the end result is going to be, okay. Okay, and so those points that I just would have listed, web creation, search engine optimization, social media, YouTube, etc. Those are part of the 80% of the activities, okay? The 20% is anything that you would do leading up to that customer becoming, that prospect becoming a customer. And all of those points that I will just mention to you a few minutes ago are part of the 80% of the activity, okay? And those points that I listed are only going to account for 20% of that 80%, okay? Those points that I just listed are only contributing 20% of that 80% of the activities. And as I go further, you will understand the points and how the percentages are break down. And all of this is geared towards having the end in mind, hence having favorable economics in your business. And also, referring back to my notes, those are the least important ones of the activities, okay? I'm going to get to more important activities that you need to focus, or you need to hone in more to have a greater favorable economics within your business. And I'm going to get to those in just a minute. Now, there is another 20% that is more important, okay? And so you're starting to see now the different percentages and how they are important, because when I go through these next points, you're going to be pretty amazed of how in-depth the tactical triangle goes when it comes to the economics part of your business, okay? And these points that I'm going to list now are the more important ones inside of that 80%, okay? And that's my first point is traffic generation, okay? What are you doing to generate traffic, okay? Lead conversions. Building your list is paramount, because without a list, you have no one to advertise. You have no one to send an email campaign to. There's no need for an autoresponder, okay? And I touched on this a few minutes ago, and that is customer value optimization, okay? Customer value optimization, okay? And if you look at the tactical triangle within itself, of course, you know, you have economics, you have traffic, you have conversions, and also you have sales, okay? And if you look and you break down, you analyze each part of the technical triangle, you will come to realize that the 80-20 rule applies in each one of those sections individually, okay? And what I mean by that is 20% of your traffic will account for 80% of your results. 20% of your leads will account for 80% of your sales. 20% of the customer you created within your business will account for 80% of your revenue, okay? And so I will just repeat those again. 20% of your traffic will account for 80% of your results. 20% of your leads will account for 80% of your sales. And 20% of your customers that you created in your business will account for 80% of the revenue generated within your business, okay? And there is that I think once you begin to understand that, then you understand, or you are now well diverse well educated. You know more than the average bear that is out there in the marketplace. A lot of marketers are out there and they don't understand the economics part of their business. You know, you'll have marketers, the only thing they want to do is drive traffic, drive traffic, drive traffic, drive traffic. But are you keeping track of your numbers? Do you know how much you are spending to ascertain a customer? And once you ascertain that customer, is it being profitable to you based on what you're spending on advertisement to get that that customer? Okay, and I want to just draw 2 points to you to also have favorable economics inside of your business. There are 2 distinctive points that you need to focus on, and each one of those points have different breakdowns, and I will go through them as we speak. Okay, and the first point is to have favorable economics within your business. You need to have a done for you offer. Okay, you need to have an offer where persons can come into your front door and they're doing very little work, very little to no work at all. Well, of course, you know, in this business, this is network marketing, not network, not sit marketing, not network play marketing, not network friend marketing, not network family marketing. And so it entails some degree of work on your part. The system can only do so much. Okay, and so you need a system whereby people will pay to come into your system and they do very little work, but they are able to see the advantages of joining or becoming a part of the system. People will pay, are willing to pay a lot of money for a done for you system or a done for you offer. Okay, and my second point is email marketing. Okay, that is very important. I'll tell you why. If you're going to hone in on email marketing, what you should think of, okay, if you give or if you have an ebook that is low ticket, maybe for about $10, okay, you have a price point for your email marketing ebook that is $10. Then you can go ahead and sell maybe a generic email swipe copy for about, say, $98. Okay, that's all. That's all. You have different levels of scaling. Okay, and so people can come in for $10. People can buy something for $98, and so you give them an option. The next step is done with you, and done with you can be anywhere from one-on-one coaching, a mastermind, webinars, ongoing personal help with experts, and so you get to work with the people that actually create these systems, create these platforms. You get to be in a more personal session with them, and those can go from anywhere from about $2,000 to $10,000 to $20,000. And so you can see you have a low ticket offer, you have a medium ticket offer, and then you have a high priced ticket offer. When you create something like that, you almost hone in on a market from a 360 point of view, and you have very little chance that you would ever miss the right customers. Okay, and so putting the right offer in the front of the right people at the right time is very important. Okay, I hope that this video adds some value to my loyal viewers. For you folks that would like to join me in my business, I have a great opportunity. I'm going to leave that link at the very bottom of the video. Once again, my name is Robert Barry. Please, if this video once again has added any value to you, please leave a comment, like, or share right at the bottom of this video. Once again, you guys be blessed, have a nice day, and I'll see you in another video pretty soon.